here it is. And just to give you an idea, I have been using for a while now the Funlux mini security cam. It is a pretty cool little security cam. And frankly, I didn't actually expect it, even though in hindsight I should have. I was actually rather excited when I saw that this larger camera actually uses the MeShare app. That's the app that I use with the Funlux, and with them sharing the same one, well, it makes it easy. I already had it on my phone, and setting it up as a result, boom, there they both are. Both of them set up. Now, the initial setup for this, just to give you an idea, the one thing that kind of, well, actually there's two things. First, don't look at this QR code. You don't scan it. Install a MeShare, and then when you plug this in, it's going to go for green. And this is the other bit that kind of threw me off. That indicator light that tells you the status is really hard to see. You see it now? Yeah, it's right there. It's very, very low key. You can't even really see it straight on. That's what you have to look for, though. That when you first turn it on, it goes green, and then after a moment of being green, it starts flashing green, and you'll be able to see it, even though it is kind of subtle. When it's flashing green, that's when you go through the MeShare app here and just simply plug in your Wi-Fi network code, and it syncs with it and what have you. And in fact, it had an immediate update. In fact, I got 2 updates. They are pretty regular with their updates. I got an update available there's a push notification saying that it probably detected motion. Now I've got 7.4 available for my minicam, and right off the bat I had 7.8 available for what I termed as home porch, because that's where it's going. I am going to, basically what this was doing, this is going to be a more permanent placing. But I want to point out, because I think this is actually really cool, once again I did not expect this, but this, as you can see, the minicam is 5-volt USB power, and it's a really small amperage draw. And I have actually been using it with a portable power bank, a weatherproof power bank, IPX7, and it's actually worked out very well as just a quick ad hoc mobile way of putting on my porch when I'm way in the back of my large property to let me know when people are here, the mail carriers and that sort of thing, sort of like a doorbell that gets pushed directly to my phone. This is going to be replacing that as a more permanent, but it's also 5-volt powered. I did not expect that, and it's a really low amperage draw. That's a new power meter I just got, and it's got a really kind of a small display, even though I can change that. But yeah, we should be able to see it there. As you can see, currently running, it's 5.25 volts and about 0.25 amps, 250 milliamps. Really low amperage draw, especially if you do, which I am going to do, set it up so it is going to be powered through a power bank with pass-through charging. Basically, let me get rid of that. Basically, there is some power banks, it's not actually that common, but when you can find them, there are power banks that you use like to charge your phone, what have you, that have active pass-through charging, meaning that you can charge the device, the power bank, at the same time that it's output charging. So if power should go out, of course, the power bank will stop being charged, but it would immediately take over and resume. And at a 0.25 amp draw, I mean, even a simple, small, slim 12,000 mAh will last a long time. But I tell you what, recently, over the past month, there has been some mega, ultra high power banks coming out, reaching almost to the big old 30,000 mark, 30,000 mAh. Holy smokes! So, so that's what I'm going to have. I'm going to set up like a. I'm going to mount this on my front porch to cover the main entry area, and I am going to take a power bank, probably that same weatherproof one I've been using for the small one, and of course run probably this exact same AC cord, because it comes with one. It's micro USB to an AC socket. It's 5-volt, 1 amp rated, so I can plug this into the power bank and then run this into the power bank. Now it is a female micro USB, so that makes it, in other words, I can use any cord. I'll just probably use a moderate length braided cord out of the power bank into that, and boom, there you go. As simple as that. And the Wi-Fi, I mean, right now the Wi-Fi that this is getting is actually being boosted by a TP-Link booster, so I don't even have the antenna on it. And I'll just give you a quick idea. I know I have both cameras going on right now. That one is my little mobile one, and the Funlux, which I turned as home porch, is right there. So I'll just tap into that. And like I said, I'm just running off a booster without the antenna, but give you an idea of, there's a little bit of lag there. Probably be better once I get the antenna on there, get some dB gain. But for my purposes, which is mainly getting events when someone comes up and what have you, and getting it pushed to my phone, I don't really need that fast of a turnaround with live viewing. I've never actually had a problem with the logs. If you go down to events, you get gallery, logs, all the various logs, and then clips if you so desire to do a recording. Now the recordings actually go onto your device memory. Then from there, whatever video you recorded from the cameras, you can upload via the MeShare cloud, which reports have said that isn't quite working as flawless as it should. I don't know. If any video clips I take, I actually upload to my own Dropbox because they're stored locally on your device, and then so you can just upload them to whatever cloud service, or if you have a micro SD card slot in your phone, and Samsung S6 does not, you can manually transfer. Basically do whatever it is that you want to it. So I've have been using the MeShare app for quite a while now with that Funlux. And yes, once in a while there are little glitches with the software, but as you can see, they're constantly updating. And whenever those glitches do happen, I simply just close out of it, hit the back key. Let's say really quick, continue to receive push alerts. Oh, sure, keep that check mark. Or if you don't, just uncheck it and then hit OK, and then reopen it. And whenever this kind of locks up, that seems to clear it pretty much each and every time, other than when the Wi-Fi disconnects. I've never actually had much problems with that one when it comes to Wi-Fi. Now, my area, just to let you know, I have CenturyLink as my provider, and they are twitchy in themselves. So any Wi-Fi disconnects I do get, I'm pretty sure it's my own Wi-Fi, because everything else goes down. So I've never actually had any Wi-Fi disconnect issues per se with the transceiver on this at all. And I'm excited. I'm really happy that they actually decided to use MeShare. So there you have it, though. Just for your consideration, I give it 5 stars, especially with the whole 5 full powering. It's, in the past, you'd have to pay major dollars to install a power backup in case power goes down. These days, you can get yourself a decent $20, $30 power bank, and along with a little do-it-yourself, you can set yourself up easy. So that's pretty sweet. Highly recommended. You guys have yourself a great one.